Hi guys, it's your girl Rena Vibes and I'm back. Woo! I'm coming back today to show you guys how to do a no foundation everyday light makeup look. Right, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. The first thing I like to do is to prep my skin. So I've already washed and cleansed and I've also moisturized. What I will do is go in with some lip care. So what I like to use is the Sugar Rush lip scrub, and this is by Underglow Skincare. So with the lip scrubs, you're literally just going to take as much as you like, but I just use a little bit, and you're going to roll it around on your lips in circular motions. Underglow. I know your lip scrubs are for scrubbing lips, but it tastes so good. Now the ingredients of this are brown sugar, honey, sweet argan oil, and vitamin E oil. What the scrubs do, you just lick it all off. They just help to exfoliate the lips, get rid of any dead skin that's on them, and just give you a nice smooth base. It's also got oil, which helps to moisturize them as well. So great stuff. So once I've done my lips, I'm going to go in with my Pixie, and this is the Brightening Primer Oil. As you can see, it's a couple layers going on here. What we do is we just give it a shake. That all blends in, and then we can apply it to our face. So I don't use too much. Droppers always go everywhere. And literally I'm just going to rub that all in to my face. Once I've done that, I am going to add a primer. The primer I'm using today is the MUA Makeup Academy, and this is the Pro Base Banana Blur Primer. So I'm going to apply some of that onto my face. Also covering my eyes. Once my face is primed, there is another product that I'm absolutely in love with. And this is the Candy Cosmetics Pre-Glow Up Mist. Now, as you can see, it doesn't look very, just looks a bit bland, right? Hold on. Give it a shake now. And we now have a brand new product. This is the Pre-Glow Up Mist. Now, it can be used on just natural skin, before your makeup, after your makeup. I like to put it on both times, before and after, just to give, you know, that glow. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with some of that. Now that's done, we're going to go in to the eyebrows. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know I don't do much with my eyebrows because I got eyebrows. I don't need to. So literally all I do is just, I use a brow and lash gel. This one that I'm using in particular is from Collection, and it is called You Do You. I don't really go for the fluffy brows as such. I just like to neaten it up a little, give them a little bit of shape. This eyebrow, actually, they're not sisters. I mean, well, they're not twins. I have sister eyebrows. you can even call them sisters. But they're definitely not twins. Alright, so we have done the eyebrows. Now I'm going to highlight the eyebrows. And to do that, I am using my Pro Concealer, my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and that is in shade Fawn. So as we are going for a light look, I'm not going to be too heavy-handed with this. And I always use my hand, always. Still haven't gotten out of that. And just going to go in and line the brows. And I do like to come down into my eye as well. Now you all know I just tell you, trust the process. I know it looks fast and sloppy, but this is how I do my thing. Okay, look like a mad woman now. So we do that. Now to highlight the top, I'm going for more of my kind of tone shade, and this is Beautifully Bronzed, and again that is in the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And for this one, I'm just going to do the top brow. Simple, nice and quick. Now what I am going to get is my Real Techniques, and this is a concealer brush. And what I like to do is just to tap that concealer into my skin. And I do it in little tappy motions just to pat it in. And again, guys, I always put the disclaimer, I am not a professional makeup artist. I'm self-taught, let's say. So, you know, if you see steps or, you know, ways that I apply my makeup, it's not quite professional, just remember, I'm not a professional, okay? Okay. So, continue in. And I like to ensure that there are no heavy concealer lines left behind. We don't like heavy concealer lines. Now, another concealer brush I'm going to use is this circular concealer brush. And this is from Primark. So it's a cheapie. And I'm just going to fan out the top highlighter just there. And just make it so it all blends in. Now we want to set any powder that we put on. And so to set it, I'm using my Ben Nye, and this is my banana powder, which is nearly running out. So we gotta get a top up. I'm just gonna use a beauty blender, just dab a little of that on. And I'm just gonna dab it on my eyelids and under my eyebrows to set that concealer that I put on like that. So now that's done, I'm going to go on to a sort of neutrally looking eye. And to start this off, I am going in with my Style London, and this is the Devil Shadow palette. The colour that I'm going to use first is going to be this colour right here. And I'm going to start with a crease brush, which looks a little bit like that. So I like to sort of pack the product on a little bit. And I'm literally just going to dab this pretty much around the whole of my eye, but really focusing on the inside corner there, because that's where I want most of this light shade. Just come closer so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just dabbing that. And I'm kind of using it as a base, to be fair. So I am pretty much going over my whole eye. But like I said, focusing more there in the inner corner of my eye. So now we've done that. Just repeat that on the other side. And just blending it out towards the end. Like that. Now, the next color I am going to use is going to be this shade right here. Now, with this shade, I'm going to take it and I'm going to kind of work over the socket bone. Yeah. So I'm going to start in the middle and I'm going to fan out to the edge. Not going too far towards that inner crease. And I'm just adding a bit more product so that I've got some depth around the socket bone, as you can see. And I like these eyeshadows because you can build it up. It's really nice. And again, just going to fan that towards and out, blending out over that bone. And repeat on the other side. Sure that we are looking symmetrical over here. Now what you can do if you just want to add just a bit more depth in that corner, we can go in with another shade. So I'm going to now go in with the darkest shade here. And I literally just want to put this from the end of my eye and just fanning out in towards the middle. And that just adds just a little bit of darkness there. So you don't want it too dark. The same brush, just to dab, just so I can blend that all out. And that comes together just like that. Now to bring that all together again, I am going to go in with this shade just here. Lightly dab, and I'm literally just going to go on top of those colours that I've just done. And then I'm going to fan that out. And then last but not least, I'm going to go back to my original colour, this white one. And I'm just going to brighten up that section just there. Okay. Then I'm just going to tap the brush so any excess product falls off. And I'm just going to go over the top. Just like that. And I find that when I do that, it just helps to just, I think this blends in nicer. So that's what I do. Okay, and now we have our eyes looking like this. Now to add just a little, not a lot, just a little dash of sparkle, going to use this, slightly white, we don't want too much, and just gonna run that along that light colour that we've got there. Really lightly. So again, it's not too heavy, it's just light. Okay, and that is our eyes. Now what I am going to do is I'm just going to take the same brush that I was using for my concealer, and I am literally just going to just wipe up just to clean that line from the eyeshadow. Da 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 da. That's the eyes done. Now for, well, the eyes are not done yet. We're going to get back to the rest of the eyes very shortly. Now for the face, as I said, it is a no foundation look. So we are going to be using concealer just to sort of cover everything up here. And again, I'm going to go in with my concealer, and that's in beautiful bronze. And I'm going to use my beauty blender, and I'm literally just going to dab on the places where I kind of really want to cover up. So where I've got little spots or little dark marks, that's where I'm going to go ahead and tap that concealer. Now you can use the concealer brush. So I've got like a little spot there, I've got one there, just some marks over here. And what I like to do is just kind of go under my eyes, but not right under my eyes, if that makes sense. You can see what I'm doing. And again, using the beauty blender just to tap that product into the skin. So we always want to do the eyes. And then you can just use whatever's remaining on the blender just to blend that all out. Now, I know that looks a bit light, don't worry, we will fix that. So now we've done that step, right? We're gonna go in with another concealer. This is Mega Conceal by Makeup Obsession, and the shade on this is 17. Now with this, again, I'm just going to dab in the places where I previously put the other concealer. And to apply this, I'm going to use a brush, which I'm going to slightly spray with a setting spray. And this setting spray that I'm using is Urban Decay, and that is the All Nighter setting spray. So with my brush slightly damp, I am now just going to pat all that concealer that I've just put in. I'm going to pat it into my face. I'm going to lift this up to make sure that I don't have any marks or lines over my hairline. And everything is blended in properly. If you've got any excess on your hand, you can use that. So now we have that done. We're going to continue with the eyes. I'm going to try and do my wing liner. Now for the the wing liner I'm going to be using is from Ico, and it is the I Do Liquid Liner. Now, liquid liner, as you know, isn't the easiest thing for me to apply, so we may have wonky eyes, but it's what it is. Alright, so we're going to start by lining our eyes. Now, I told you I wasn't the best at doing this, didn't I? Learn. Alright, let's just do the other side. Kind of equal. That'll work. Now, what I do like to do is just to now bring everything together. We are going to use a concealer now, and this is in shade Toffee. It's all LA Girl products today, pretty much. So with the concealer, just to brighten up the under eye, we are going to bring this up and just where that wing liner is. Now with my concealer, I don't put it right underneath my eyes because I like to use my sponge to pan the product there so it's not too much. Just some on the bridge of the nose. I'm not going to do anywhere else. This is a minimum makeup look. So I just like to let that sit for a few seconds. You don't really want to use like wet concealer. You like it to sit for a second or two. And we'll just blend in. Dab, 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 dab. Blend that in, girl. If you've got any excess on the sponge, you can do that. Da, 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 da. Now, I do like to just go over with the brush just to soothe off any harsh edges created by the concealer. Next, we're going to set the concealer. And to do that again, I'm using my banana powder and a wedgie top. Just because I feel like it gets exactly where I need it to get. And then what you can do is you can just do this. And that's just to sharpen your face. Now, again, you don't need to do the whole routine. You can literally do this. It works the same. Now, I've seen people do this on videos, so I'm trying it today. Just give me that look. Okay, so with that on, get another powder just to sort of, you know, bring everything in. So while I do that, I'm just gonna wipe away the banana powder and blend that piece in there. And I'm using a MAC powder now. I can't tell you what shade it is because I don't know anymore. I've had it for a while and there's no label on it anymore, so I don't know. But yeah, I just like to use this just to bring everything together. All the shades. Right, bada bing, bada bang. Now, we need some rosy cheeks, right? Going with a blusher and a bronzer, and both of which are from Makeup Obsession. The blusher is Pinky Promise. And I'm using these two shades, so I just like to mix it. Smile. And it's a light little dab just to add some colour in those cheeks. Blend it in. Then we are going to add some bronzer. And for this one, we are using, I would tip it, but it's cracked. I've used it so much. So with my bronzer, I like to just kind of go here on both sides, just above my cheekbone, going up to my temple. Then I like to use the remaining 3 shades, yes, all 3 of them, and I just scratch between them, and this is where I put it. Ta-da! Now, we ain't finished this yet. We're going to put some eyeliner on. Eyeliner, we're going to be using black. I mean, what other colour would I line my eyes with? The black liner, I should have put this on for my powder. I'm just going to use the wedgie so that I don't smudge the makeup underneath. And I'm just going to line the bottom of my eye. Like that. We are using mascara today, no falsies. So the mascara I'm using is by Sports FX, and this is the Sports Stamina Mascara, 24-hour wear. So I'm just going to bring up our lovely natural lashes. Oopsie. If you do that, can you see? You see what I just did? If you do that, don't worry. Just wait for it to dry and then scratch the mascara off with a cotton bud and it won't mess up your makeup. Because I do this all the time. And clumpy mascara isn't cool, ladies. Right, so right now, no look is complete without a highlighter, right? It's in our Makeup Obsession, and that is the Randy Sunlight. I have Sunlight and Moonlight, but we are using the Sunlight palette. Now we are going to highlight our brow bone, and I am using the shade My Sunshine, which is this one right here. So I'm just going to lightly coat my brow bone just there. The tip of my nose. My nose bridge. and my Cupid's bow. Just like that. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm now going to set my face, and again I'm using the Urban Decay All Night, and this is a long lasting setting spray. I just want to do that. Now while that's still damp on the skin, we are going to highlight our normal places. Anybody that knows me knows I like a highlighter. Ooh, child. I like to see that glow. Right, and what I like to do to smooth everything off is just to make sure that everything is blended in, no harsh lines anywhere. Now to finish off the look, we're going to do our lips. So for the lips, I'm going to go in with a brown liner. All right. Brown liner did. And I'm going back to my concealer in Beautiful Bronze. And I'm just going to place that in the middle like that. And on the top like that. Blend it all in. We can remove the head scarf just to ensure that we are all blended correctly. And then again, you can just use your brush and make sure all that looks good. Our lips are blended in. And here you have it, guys. My no foundation, neutral makeup look. This is an everyday look that you can do, whether you're going to work, if you just want a little bit of glam, if you don't want a full slap of makeup on, this is the go-to look. Minimal products, literally you saw it, a one palette look, and here you have it. Let me know if you are a fan of no foundation looks, what's your go-to eyeshadow for an everyday look, and yeah, let's talk. But it's good to be back, guys. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share, and I will be seeing you in the very near future. Have a good day. Bye for now.